Hello, Dylan here. Welcome back to more of the letter. And let's get back into it. Night falls, and despite my best attempts, sleep continues to elude me. With her image just like in my head flashing every few moments, it catches me off guard with Ma's lullaby so echoing in my ears, no longer soft to the tune it once was. A terrible gnawing at the pit of my stomach makes me wonder I can't bring myself to drift off even for a little while. It is not as if there's a complete lack of things to do while waiting for sleep to come, if it ever will. And at 2:45 in the morning, I found myself cleaning my photography equipment for no other reason than just to pass time. Though, if I am going to be honest, it is not the night terrors that are keeping me wide awake tonight, but the anxiety and the hope I'll hear from Ash or Isabella soon. And for what's perhaps the 42nd time, my eyes shift over to the end of the table where my phone still lies. I've not heard from them since they left. They haven't promised a call, of course, but a small part of me wishes they would have the common sense at the very least. Waiting is a tough game, and with concerns stretching out the minutes far longer than the usual, it's impossible for more unpleasant thoughts not to enter my mind. Moreover, it does not help that when the clock finally strikes 30, a hand stills. Oh, hi. It'd be a complete utter lie to say my heart didn't leap straight in my throat in that brief second. My whole body has gone motionless, ears straining for any further sounds. A couple of tense seconds pass, nothing. Of course, with how old the building I'm staying in is, the power fluctuations ain't anything new. Every now and then this would happen, leaving a few tenants in a rather bad mood, but nothing unusual anymore after a few years of living here. But this time the sudden hush brings with it a stillness that braids the hair at the back of my neck and set my heart beating hard against my chest. Something reaches in the air, and in an instant, this place is no longer a home. It's a prison. Every rational fiber of my being screams at me to leave. I force myself to swallow and keep clear of head. I laid down all my cleaning tools and began gathering together the rest of my things scattered about on the table. Cameras, body, lenses, filters, the diffuser, phone, anything my hand could reach, but in the resulting panic, like the nightmares, it is the scent that reached me first. I felt putrid scent. Smell. Filling my lungs with the heavy stink of death. My fingers clamped tightly to the camera, holding it closer to my body as if the tiny thing would provide enough protection to whatever it is within the room. It won't. That's the only comfort I have. And knowing that whoever she is, she had once been human. Perhaps not all of it is gone. Perhaps some of it is still there.
Hello? I know you're in here. What do you want?
Something moves behind me and scuttling over the walls, followed by the squelching, painful creak of what could only be rotten flesh and broken bones. Without hesitation, I whirled around, my fingers and camera ready, pointedly waiting for another movement.
I can help you. Whatever it is that keeps you here, I can help. That's what the letter's for, ain't it? You don't have to keep taking people's lives.
There's a brief moment of silence after. For a short while, I think my pleas work. Then, with no warning, the shuffling resumes. Along with it are the sobs of a woman. Use a mouse to look around. Take a picture. Where? Ooh. The light flashes fleetingly one last time, allowing me a glimpse of her grotesque, misshapen features before once again lost in the darkness. All of a sudden, her tune changes, no longer a soft cry, but a high-pitched shriek brimming with pain, grief, and anger. Every ounce of courage I must have flee from my body at the sound, and the next thing I know, my hand is gripping the knob and I'm wrenching the door open. Her wails follow me as I flee into the night. Pacing has always been more of Ashton's thing than mine. I don't want to think. I sit in the sick bed until an idea comes to mind or my pulse will set. And yet, dried leaves and twigs crack on my shoes and make another pass at them. Terror is too mild to describe what this is. There's no way in hell I'm going back. Whatever she is pleading won't work. And we saw the letter she's been after us.
I can't run. Not this time.
Nearly 2 hours have gone by since I left the comfort of my room for the solitude of the park. 2 excruciating hours since I've started making calls. No one's answering. Not even Rebecca, who's always kept her phone line open in case other people need her. Or Isabella, who frequently checks hers for any messages and rarely responds as soon as she can afford. It does not help that Ash hadn't said a word where he went off to as well.
Damn it! I knew I should have asked him before I let him leave.
Knowing him, he can be anywhere, but there's really only one place he'd likely be at this time. Joy. The sun has already peeked over the horizon when I make it to the mansion. I have no idea what I'm expecting to see when I got here. There's Ashton first and foremost. Part of me wishes my assumptions were correct and he's already somewhere close by on a stakeout. But I've never been the lucky sort when it comes to that kind of guessing. And even after I've made a round of the immediate vicinity, I can find neither hide nor hair of him. Calling him does no good either, considering how awful a signal here is. Can't be too far if he's really here, but if he is, he would have already noticed me by now. Instead, there's only silence. The kind too quiet to find any sort of comfort in. Even the trees seem to have fallen asleep with the rest of the mansion. I believe what's happening around it, a small island of stillness, in the otherwise fast-paced world. No wonder the whole of Alnslum feels at odds with the rest of Luxburn. The city is alive, growing every minute, breathing every second, and pulsating with life. The village remains unmoving, unchanged. It's not surprising that the legends still live up to this day, and why she's still here, walking its hollowed halls. Beyond me, the mansion looms ominously. Now ain't the time for fear. Even if Ash is not here, I still got to let the Reds know what I see and what's in their home. Whatever grievance Ash has with them doesn't matter. Might be grounds for imprisonment, but they don't deserve a brutal death at the hands of one malicious spirit. I'm sure Isabella would want the same thing. I head straight for the door without a second thought. It takes a few rings to sound loud above the foreboding stillness before I hear footsteps on the other side.
Bennett, only a Nancy would knock at such an ungodly hour.
Oh, why's it got to be him that answers, knowing the way he treated Zach before?
Where's that damn butler when I need him?
Before long, the door swings widely open with Mr. Luke Wright standing behind it. Seething would be a complete understatement to describe him. Like this, I've got no doubt why Ash would find him a suspect.
You? How the hell did you get in here? What in 7 hells do you want?
What is that behind him? Do you see the thing?
It's bloody 6 in the morning!
Listen, sir, I know this is not a good time.
Oh, it's not a good time. Did you even check the clock before coming here? I bet you didn't. Unlike you, the ones living in this house need to sleep. Come back when people are actually awake, or I'll call security on you.
Before I can get a word in, he slams the door in my face and bolts it shut with much finality.
Wait, sir, you gotta hear me out. You're both in danger if you stay in there. Have you seen the news lately? Everything's not a coincidence.
Only silence answers me. Maybe Wisdom is right. Oh, who am I kidding? There are limits to how far a person will believe in you. And again, I didn't believe Isabella when she warned us, and now I'm here desperately trying to save people, even if I'm aware I'm completely out of my own capacity to do so. Is this what they call karma? If so, this is one horrible way of turning things around. Taking people's lives, playing with people's fears, making them feel useless.
You're around, ain't you? You here? Inside this house? Listening, watching, or whatever it is that you spirits do? What did they do to you? I can help you, you know? If it'll let you move on, I'll gladly do so. You don't have to kill anyone.
Nothing. I don't even know who I'm talking to, if a sane person is supposed to be doing that. The only thing I got after is a feeling of foolishness watching over me. Or perhaps this is just me losing my mind. Out of other options and any other ideas, I let my hand slide off the door surface and fall listlessly to my side. I can go back to Luxburn, try to find the others, or get out of this mess with them, and let them know how much deep shit we all are. Both sound good. Either way, my low drinker ain't helping at all. Let the quietness calm me for a few minutes before sitting up and heading out to fetch my bike. It's quite a distance to Luxburn, but if I hurry, I'll reach it and maybe... The rustling stops as soon as I turn around and strain my ears for any movement around me.
Yo, Ash, you there?
No answer. If he is here, and I just missed him earlier. Already my feet are moving in search for him. For the second time, it won't hurt to double check. Triple check even. With how big the property is, he can be anywhere. If things ain't so urgent, if they aren't so dire that lives are at stake, I probably just waited for him to show up again.
But damn it! He needs to realize what exactly it is he's dealing with.
That is not just a petty criminal he can simply throw in jail. That is something beyond the authority his police badge could ever give him. The guy needs to stop playing the big damn hero, sit down and chill. My breathing comes in short, shallow rasps by the time I make it back to where I started. Still no sign of him, and I begin to think I'm just wasting my time here. That is when I hear it. I recognize a melody and a heartbeat. Miles' favorite song. I listen for a while, trying to gauge where exactly from the house it's coming from. My feet start moving before I can stop them. And there it is, as I circle the corner from a room in the first floor. A single window is open, but I can't make out whoever's inside. However, I'm sure the singing is coming from there. Still, why I'll hear an old tune here of all places, I won't know. It's an obscure song by all means, but it's pretty rare to find someone who knows this. For some reason, death seems to follow the song around. Panic lodges itself at the base of my throat at once. Whoever's humming might be... I don't want to be pessimist now, but on the off chance that it is Miss Wright...
Shit.
Shouldn't just barge in there. I can put myself in danger before I can save anyone. Ash will tell me so in the exact same words. Might even write me a dissertation why that is a bad idea if he ain't so lazy. But damn it, god damn it. Someone could be in danger. Fucking hell. Of course, it gives me a choice. You know what? Keep looking for... Open the window. I can search for Ash, but what if it's too late by then? How big this place is, he can be anywhere, and it's very likely by the time we come back, someone's already bit the dust. That and the cries get louder against my ear the longer I linger. Almost impossible to ignore, drawing me in like a moth to a flame. For a moment, I let myself shudder, shaking the uneasy feeling off my head. This can't be a good idea, not by a long shot. Still, I've got to try. Funny enough, for a couple of as high profile as rides, they don't seem to have any security detail patrolling around. A few cars here and there, sure, but no one will expect they'll have more. One will expect they'll have more considering the size of the place. It works for my advantage though, and I really can't complain when there's a high chance I might get arrested for what I'm about to do. Clearly the window's wide enough for me to fit through without making any noise. There's certainly no going back now. But as soon as I step into the parlor, all of it ceases, while I find no trace of the woman I heard crying out like I'm expecting to. The room is still empty at this time of the morning, and I'm standing awkwardly in the middle of the hush. Maybe she just hid somewhere.
Hello? Are you here? I heard someone earlier, and I'm here to help.
Hoping for an answer, let the question hang in the air. But several seconds merely go by without a word or the slightest movement to indicate that there is someone in here. Has been here. With the stories I've heard, the things I've seen, it takes effort to keep my brain from going into the line of thought.
I'm not going to hurt you. If you're here, say something.
Why do I feel like I made the wrong choice? Nothing. Am I just hearing things? No, I'm pretty sure I heard someone. But with no one responding, I can't help but feel silly like this. And the awareness that I've just trespassed a house for nothing because of some voice prickles me. Suddenly, the silence feels uncomfortable, and a needling anxiety slowly creeps up my back. I should get out while I can, or if it ain't here, it ain't there. I don't spare the room and look at when I walk back the way I came. Out the window, leave before someone else notices.
I thought I heard a servant moving around here. Turns out it's just a rat scurrying about. How unpleasant.
My heart shoots up in my throat. I can run. The window is a few steps away. I should be able to escape, but instead, out of some foolish impulse, I turn around. Perhaps it's because the only impression the guy has left me in what few times we met is nothing but
This
silence.
ain't what you think it is.
You're quite the distance from the kitchen, I'm afraid. Perhaps I should lead you there.
Someone's in here before me. I wasn't here for what you're thinking. There was sobbing and...
The first blow knocks the wind out of me, sending me heavy and crumpling to my knees. Tears only from my eyes as the pain swells when he twists my wrist behind my
You
back.
gotta listen to me.
Then again, dirty thieves aren't welcome in my kitchen either.
I made the wrong choice. Oops. Sorry. For a moment, there was only silence and a sudden piercing ache, this time at the back of my head. The room abruptly tilts on its axis, dimming. On the verge of unconsciousness, I can only hear the scuffling of foot, the thought of the door being closed, and a woman? Crying. Asking for help? I know no more. Well then, the pain is the worst. When I come to a sharp, piercing ache somewhere at the back of my head, begging to be noticed, but it's nothing I can't handle. Clearly over my eyes, expecting to be greeted by sunlight. And we are in... Yep, curiosity that killed the cat. Yeah, of course. However, the walls that welcome me are unfamiliar. When everything comes into focus, I recognize the place for what it is. A cell. Dark, cramped, with the only light coming from the moon outside, streaming through the sole window barred by thick metal bars. Memory rushes back to me in sharp bursts, the mansion looking for Ashton, a familiar tune, and a woman crying. All while my head still aches from the hit I've received.
Still better than a morgue, I guess.
Gingerly, I pull myself up, stretching the cramps from my shoulders as I do so. My butt stopping when a sudden movement induces an acute stinging pain right through my arm.
Damn, they got me good. What time is it?
I suspected they've taken everything I have in my person, wallet, cell phone, keys, meds, even a small pack of gum. Protocol is protocol. In the first place, ending back in another cell ain't in my agenda. First time was not a pleasant experience, and this certainly won't be either. Considering who has likely put me in here, it could be much worse. The bars are cold to my touch when I approach it, looking for the person on duty. They usually allow us to contact someone. Ashton at least has to know I'm here. He'll be pissed that I'm quite sure of, but he's the only one who can help me prove my innocence and get me out. However much I don't want to rely on him for this. All the way in front of the cell is empty, but voices float through from further in. Likely the poor officer is assigned to late-night duty. Judging from the snippets of conversation I catch, today's topic over the snack is that moron who thought it's wise to cross the rights. They use other names too, most of which I'll have to have words with them about in the future. I really am in no position right now.
Excuse me? Anyone?
Silence.
Excuse me? I need to make...
Oh, fucking hell. God damn it. Blood freezes in my veins and my grip on the bar tightens as the revolting scene reaches my nose. More than the gore, the foul smell of death hangs heavily in the air, and against my better judgment, I turn. Why, hello again. Her face is the first thing I see, a gruesome sight in its own, eyes gleaming with nothing but malevolence, blood oozing from a large punctured wound on her forehead, on her head, mouth open wide and a voiceless scream. I clamp on the compulsion to retch. On instinct, I step back, putting as much distance as the cramped cell will allow between us. The bars rattle as soon as my shoulders hit it. A hindrance not to freedom but to safety.
You've got to stop this! We can't help you this way!
She moves in short, sudden, bone-crunching twitches, and I know where there is no escape. I'm screaming for help before I know it, twisting the bars with as much force as I could.
Somebody! Get me out of here! Anyone, please!
Bugger off! Some people are trying to get some sleep here!
No! She's here! You've got to let me out! She's gonna kill me! Someone! She's...
Oh, why did you? I don't like the smile. You've unlocked a memory fragment. I don't know if I can show that. Well, I guess we finished Zachary's. Oh, I guess we've just finished Zachary's story. Probably not in the best way. But do we actually know if he's actually dead or not? Well, we'll probably find out. We'll find out probably next time, won't we? Anyway, that was part... I don't remember. But we finished off Zach's story. And I made a wrong... I know, I can tell. Yeah, I made a wrong choice there. But I'm not going back. I'm not going back to fix that. Because, like I said before, this is a straight playthrough. And whatever ending we get, we'll get. But why is that? Why did I have to do that? Anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you're new here, subscribe and check out other videos I've done. Leave a like and see you next time. Bye-bye.